Ah, nat 20!
You puff out your chest and flex your biceps so hard your shirt sleeves rip. The princess drops to her knees and begs you to see her again.
Left wing of the castle, 12 o'clock tonight. I'll be in my robes,
she says as she runs off, blowing you a kiss.
All right, let's not forget about the crystal.
Up. Would you like to join us, my fair lady?
She's right. We must leave before the guards know we're here.
Vexara and Denalia turn down the stone corridor leading to the dungeon. Geezer shrugs and gestures for the rest to follow.
At least we have a nice view from back here.
As you make your way down the corridor, the light begins to dissipate. Eventually, it's pitch black. You can barely see your hand in front of your face.
Oh, paw!
Or paw.
Discrimination against lion folk will not be tolerated.
Right.
I'd like to cast daylight.
Alright, you hold out your hand and a bright light floods the room.
Many thanks, milady, for illuminating that lovely view once again.
Roll stealth. This deep in the dungeon, you can feel the mildew seeping into your skin. The once elegant stone bricks that made up the walls have now eroded around the edges. You see two doors. One on your left, one on your right. As you take a closer look at the right-hand wall, you notice a slimy crack that allows you to peer in, where you see a shadowy figure moving.
I would like to look through the crack to see if I can tell any more about the figure.
All right, Vexara, roll perception.
4.
As you move your eye closer to the crack, you notice a pungent smell of decay that makes you back away, retching.
Women. I would like to shove her aside and look through myself.
Roll perception.
18!
As you look through the crack, you notice the shadowy figure is a lich.
A lich, guys, the shadowy figure is a lich. Let's run!
Oh, geezer, don't be a girl. We came in this cavern to fight like men!
You see the lich tampering with what looks like levers on the floor in front of him. He pulls the right lever, then the left one, then the one in the middle. You hear the faint grinding sound of stone sliding. Then the lich disappears through a hole in the wall that didn't seem to be there before.
The secret door to the dungeon is in that room.
I would like to open the door and barge into the room.
No, wait. Let me check for traps first.
All right, Denalia, roll investigation.
13.
You see a thin string running up the side of the door and recognize this to be a tripwire.
I'd like to cast Mage Hand to disarm the trap.
You hear a snap and the wire breaks.
I was gonna check for traps anyway.
Yeah, you didn't even give him a chance to check.
You all enter the room and face the hole in the wall. As you peer in, you notice a spiral staircase. Roll perception. This room looks like it has been maintained far better than the rest of the dungeon. A dim purple glow radiates from a crystal on a pedestal. The lich you had seen previously emerges from the corner of the room.
If you wish to obtain this crystal, then you must bring me something worthy in exchange.
Does the rack on that one up her value?
No need to up the value. We don't walk around with cheap whores.
Guys, we're seriously not gonna trade our whores. Would there be enough?
I'd like to take Grumplin's battle axe out of his hand.
Okay. Denalia, Gromplin, roll dexterity.
7.
19.
You dart forward and snatch Grumplin's battle axe from his hands.
Dirty wench, what are you doing?
I would like to use Thorn Whip to snatch Grumplin's mace.
Crazy whore.
Roll to hit.
15.
Vexara, vines shoot out of your wrists and tear Grumplin's mace from his hands.
I would like to cast Hold Person to incapacitate Leonard.
Okay. Roll initiative.
18.
12.
5.
17.
15.
Leonard, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'd like to fire ensnaring strike at Geezer.
Roll to hit. Meanwhile, the Lich watches in shock. Denalia, you hit Gromplin, causing 16 points of damage.
Sorry. I would like to bust Vexara's little lady brains out with my mace.
Vexara has your mace.
Oh.
I would like to charge at the little gnome girl and take the mace.
You're paralyzed. You successfully hit again, causing 14 points of damage.
I want to kick him in his Leonard.
I'm paralyzed.
This is the final showdown. Denalia and Vexara against Gromplin the Great. Roll to hit. Denalia, you feel a powerful heat form in your palms as you gather up every last bit of magical energy. Vexara, vines start to grow from your wrists, creeping their way onto your arrow as if they had a mind of their own. Gromplin, you feel rage surge through your veins as you focus all of your energy on smashing these two women. Gromplin is hit with Ray of Enfeeblement, and all of his muscles collapse. Vexara's arrow strikes and ensnares him, the vines wrapping around all three men. They sit back to back, bound by vines, unable to move.
Now, I don't want to trade these fine young men, but would they be enough?
Roll persuasion.
Nat 20!
A dark portal opens beneath the three men, and before they can even process what's happening, they are sucked into it. The Lich shuffles forward and sinks into the portal, saying,
I prefer.
Then Vexara and Denalia, you take the crystal and are off on your merry way.
So when's the next session?